The Sacramento Kings back to their winning ways after defeating the Denver Nuggets in Denver. The Sacramento Kings defeat the Denver Nuggets at home while my son laughs at me. 135 to 106. The Sacramento Kings are now 30-21, and the Denver Nuggets are 36-17. Did you see that? The Kings had 7 players in double figures. Sacramento Kings are back to 5th place currently at 30-21, and the Nuggets have dropped to 3rd place at 36-17. The Kings are basically tied with the Suns, but have beat the Suns, so are in 5th place currently, and the Pelicans right under that. It's pretty much a 3-way tie for 5th place. It is damn near a 4-way tie for 1st place. Crazy race going on right now in the Western Conference, with 4 teams less than a game out of 1st, and then the next 4 teams less than a game out of 5th. Crazy race, crazy race. Today is actually Sunday. I don't know what to call Sunday. It's Sunday. I don't know what to name Sunday. Maybe y'all can help me out. Comment below. What should I name Sunday? Sideways Sundays, sappy Sundays, sweaty Sundays. I don't know. I'm going to think about it some more though. Today is February 11th, 2024. And I want to say thank you for joining me. And I want to know what's going on, YouTube? What's going on with all my folks and all you Kings fans out there? It's your guy, Jay Wood, aka Shy the Man, and I'm back at you with another episode of the Kings Morning After Midday Cup of Joe with Jay.
I love it.
And as you can see, I got Starbucks today. My baby got me Starbucks again today. Caramel latte, extra shot of sauce. My cup of Joe for today is that the Kings looked really good against the Denver Nuggets, man. I was impressed. I have to admit, I was a little nervous. Number 1 team, one of the top-rated Western Conference teams coming in to our crib. The guys were out there busting ass and they were hitting shots. It was good to see. They were shooting really well from 3-point percentage, and they shot decent from free throw line as well. The ball was moving. They were getting assists. People were cutting. And in Kings fashion, they got a ton of points in the paint. And it's just really good to see the Kings get back to winning after a couple little unsatisfying losses that they had recently, one being against the worst team in the league. So it's kind of good to see them go ahead and revenge that loss with a win over one of the highest rated teams in the league. So good for the Kings. That's my cup of Joe. Caramel latte, extra pump of sauce. Quick stats. The Nuggets, who had 5 players scored in double digits on Friday night. Their leading scorer was Nikola Jokic, the leader of this team, who had the most rebounds and the most assists. 8 rebounds, 7 assists. He's like their Domantas Sabonis, or Domantas Sabonis is very similar to Jokic, however you want to say it. Aaron Gordon with 14 on the night. Christian Braun off the bench with a big 13. Jamal Murray with 12. Justin Holiday with 10. The Sacramento Kings, as I said earlier, had 7 players in double digits and 2 players with 10 assists. That would be Domantas Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox out there playmaking. Domantas Sabonis with another triple-double on the year with 17 big rebounds on the night. And the next closest guy to him was a guy off the bench, Trey Lyles, with 7 rebounds. Leading scorer, Malik Monk with 23 off the bench. Domantas Sabonis and Keegan Murray both with 17. De'Aaron Fox and Trey Lyles off the bench with 15. Kevin Huerter with 12. And our guy Harrison with 9. Our dog, Malik Monk, leading scorer off the bench And as I was saying earlier, the Kings have really good shooting. They shot about 59% from the field compared to 46 from Denver, 50% from three-point land, 34 for Denver. Free throws were at about 89%, which is great for the Kings. The Kings had 32 assists on the night, Nuggets 26. The Kings had 60 points in the paint, and the Nuggets only had 42, which is almost a 20-point difference. And the rest of the stats were pretty much the same. Eye test. Kings eye test. My eye test is that the Kings are back to playing A1 ball. I mean, this team it's a trip to me. They always seem to play to the level of the competition. We get a good team in there and they wake up and they're playing good. They're playing great against a good team. We get a bad team in here and they're playing bad. They're like playing lackadaisical, like they can come back from any lead at any time they want. But it's not like that. This team needs to dominate from the beginning, close out quarters and halves well, and close out games in the second half. That's how they need to play. They can't play around with none of these teams. They can't think that they can come back at any point in the game with any of these teams, even the bad teams. Because usually the bad teams are really young teams, young athletic teams, which the Kings have a hard time against anyway. So it was also good to see guys like Alex Lynn and Sasha Vezenkov, Davion Mitchell get a little bit of time in there. Though Davion Mitchell only scored 2 points, he wasn't much of an impact on offense. Alex Lynn had 11 points. Also, Keon Ellis got some time, and Colby Jones got some time as well. So everybody came in and did their part, and everybody was pitching in on offense. With seven players on the team scoring in double digits, that pretty much means most of the team pitched in. Bottom line, the Kings morning after. Bottom line. Today's bottom line is, as always, the Kings need to continue playing like this. Easy to say, but hard to do. And really, I guess the bottom line can be that the Kings need to be more consistent in their play and more consistent in how they play the teams. If they can come out and play like they were playing tonight, they can beat any team. They're pretty much unbeatable. But as long as they're up and down, they're gonna just kind of hover around, and they have to take charge of their season. They have to decide, hey, we want to go have 5, 6, 7, 8 game win streaks like top teams do. And that's really going to be the only way that they're going to be able to pull ahead in this Western Conference. It's the records are just too close for them to just be up and down, up and down, up and down every game. It's just a 500 record. Other teams are going to overtake them. They're going to end up falling out of a playoff spot. So Kings just have to find a way to be consistent, find some consistency in their games, and don't just live off of the threes. Start off with the two-man game. Start off trying to get easy baskets with Sabonis. And I think that the way they played is a recipe for winning, and they should just stick to it. Find some consistency, and I think this could be a top 3 or 4 team in this Western Conference division, even with all the hard competition that's there. And that's my bottom line. Next up, the Kings are in Oklahoma City Sunday, February 11th. That is today. So they will be playing today at 12 p.m. So go ahead and check that game out. Be there. Don't be square. And look out for my review of the game tomorrow. 3 keys to win in Oklahoma against the Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder are led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They also have the young guy, Chet Holmgren, Josh Giddey, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, and Aaron Wiggins. This is one of those young athletic teams that the Kings have trouble against. Plus, the Oklahoma City Thunder are playing really well behind their leader, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Chet Holmgren being the tall, very complimentary piece to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's game. This team shoots well, and they're athletic, and they get to the basket. So The Kings are going to have to stay athletic. They're going to have to keep their energy. They're going to keep their energy going on defense to hang with these young Bulls, or well, I should say young Thunder. They are the more experienced team. They have been in the playoffs. So the Kings, even though it's a away game and this team has a better record, they need to go out there and show that they're the better team. They're the more experienced team. Somebody's going to have to stay foot to foot with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or he's just going to go to the basket. He's going to hit his mid-range game. He's also a decent three-point shooter. And somebody's going to have to put their hands up and stay in front of Chet Holmgren, who's a very athletic big man. And this team also plays very good defense with Dort, Williams, and Williams also pitching in a lot of the dirty work. 3 keys to win: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, keep him under 20 points. Chet Holmgren, keep him under, if you could keep him under 5 rebounds, you have a really good chance of winning this game. And Josh Giddey, don't let him get more than 4 assists. And those are my 3 keys to winning this game. Betting line. Sorry, guys, I don't have the betting line today, but if you want to do some sports betting and you want to bet on this game or any other basketball game, I use BetUS. And I have a link down in the description below. Use that link in the description below, and they'll give you some free money, and it'll help out the channel as well. So if you want to do some sports betting, use the sports book at BetUS, and the link is down in my description. Thank you. And I got a question for you guys. How do you guys feel after this victory over the Denver Nuggets? Do you think the Kings are back on track now? Or does it just show you that they're kind of lackadaisical team that just plays to the level of their competition? Comment below and let me know. Make a comment. It helps the channel as well. Also, guys, that's pretty much all that I have for today. I ask if you're watching this far to go ahead and like the channel. If you like talking Kings, you like talking NBA in general, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I review every game, and I also talk about other things Kings related and NBA related. So help me out by subscribing and share the content. Why not? I feel like it's good content. Share the content. All right, motivational quote for today. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. And that goes back to what I always say, chop a little piece out of it every day. And if you're consistent, eventually you'll get the job done. All right, guys, that's pretty much all that I have for today. I appreciate you joining me. Hopefully you'll come back after the next game on the next day when I do my next review. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and please come back for another episode of The King's Morning After. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. Oh man, that's good. Starbucks is so good. But anyway, check out the news real quick. It's good.